it depends on your practice. See, any of you go for swimming? Any of you knows how to swim? Anyone? You know, Safia. So you know when you are underwater, you need to hold your breath, right? The longer you hold your breath, the longer time you will be there inside water, right? Is it fine, Safia? You hold your breath when you go underwater, when you swim. Okay. So that is because when you come out, you inhale, and then when you go inside, till the time you are able to hold your breath, you will be there inside water. Then you have to come out again to inhale. Correct? So this is only breathing. Now just now you held your breath for some time, and after some time you felt an urge to breathe. When you hold it for some time, you are not able to do it for long duration. For some amount of time you can do, but you cannot hold it for longer duration. Just now you felt that, okay? You feel an urge to breathe, and you're not able to hold the breath for longer duration. Okay, so why this is there? Why you don't you are not able to hold your breath for longer duration? Can somebody tell me? Yes, Amina?
The respiratory organs are not active for that long.
Okay, respiratory, okay, then we'll study and we'll see whether they are active, because your whole organs are active 24 hours. Okay, when you're holding your breath, that time also it is active, but it does not get one ingredient that is required.
Oxygenated blood.
No, we are not taking in oxygenated blood. We are taking
Deoxygenated.
we are taking what? Air inside. And what has air in it? Oxygen. Okay.
Ma'am, because we need oxygen to breathe, and oxygen is not passing by. That's why.
Correct. So because you need oxygen inside your body, and we'll study now why we need. See, little bit we already know in circulatory system that we need oxygen, right? Now, respiratory system, the purpose is you are taking in oxygen inside, and when you are breathing out, the carbon dioxide is coming out. Why? Because carbon dioxide is not required by our body, and higher level of carbon dioxide in the blood becomes toxic for your body. So that is why what happened just now, when you held your breath, the level of carbon dioxide in the blood increases, because of which you have an urge to take in carbon and breathe faster. Sorry, take in oxygen and breathe faster. So that is why you are not able to hold your breath for longer duration. Understood? Humaira, you are there? Just tell me, unmute yourself and tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, my next question is, why do we need to breathe? Just now I told you a little bit of some points, but why do we need to breathe?
To live.
To live, to remain alive, you need to breathe. Okay, without breathing you cannot be alive. So what is the important ingredient that we need? That means through breathing, what ingredient we are
Oxygen.
yes, we are getting oxygen. Correct. Okay, now when you do something physical, have you observed your breath? When you run up a stairs, when
Yes.
Faster.
you breathe faster, right? Why do we breathe faster?
Because we need more oxygen before we get energy to run.
Mera, will you answer? When you exercise or do something, some physical exercise or play something, walk up the stairs running. So what happens? You breathe faster. Why do we breathe faster?
Ma'am.
Yes, Umaira, try. Why do we breathe faster? Yes, Abdullah.
Ma'am, because our muscles need more oxygen so that it can work. That's why.
Yes. Just now I explained we need energy. Okay? So for producing energy, the cells require oxygen. And when you breathe faster, then only the oxygen is taken in at a faster rate. Understood, Umaira? Why you are breathing faster when you are working hard? Because you need, your body cells require to produce energy. When we started with the class, I told you we require energy to do everything, all the activities. Okay, now how this energy is produced? The cells produce energy using oxygen. Okay, one more ingredient it uses, but it uses oxygen. And since more energy is required, so more oxygen is to be absorbed. So how do we absorb oxygen? Through inhalation. So when we inhale, so we have to breathe in faster to so that more and more oxygen supply takes place inside our body. Okay, now is it something related with heart beat rate also? Because I gave you one activity, remember, when you walk for 1 minute, when you run for 1 minute, what was your heartbeat rate in
Yes.
circulatory system? So what did you observe in that?
The
You
pulse
breathe
rate
faster.
was faster.
Yeah, so your pulse rate was faster. Pulse rate is actually your heartbeat rate only, right? So that means when you work harder, when you do some physical activity, your heart rate also increases. So is there some relationship between heart rate and
Ma'am,
the
ma'am,
breathing
because
rate? Yeah, Farhana.
because the blood, the heart needs to pump the blood, and because we're doing exercise, so we need more of air.
More of oxygen. No, you are muted again.
No, we need more of oxygen.
Yes, you need more of oxygen. So same thing, and more oxygen from where are you getting? You are getting from your inhalation exhalation process, right? So that is why your heartbeat and your breathing both increases, both has to increase, because circulatory is supplying the blood to all the cells, correct? Supplying the oxygenated blood to all the cells, and breathing means you are taking in oxygen. So that means both are related, because both are, one is supplying oxygen and one is taking in oxygen inside the body. So that is why when you do some physical work or hard work requiring some physical activity, so your breathing increases. So that is why when you're swimming also you breathe faster, right? Because that time energy is required. When you're gymming, when you're doing exercise, when you are jogging, when you are running, you need you have to breathe faster, so that oxygen supply to your body is appropriate. Okay, okay, so now we'll start with our chapter. Now this was just an introduction, so I'll just share my screen. Okay, the screen is visible to all?
Yes.
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 Okay, so this is respiratory system. We are going to start with respiratory system. So again, what do we start with? I'll just give you one word search depending on this, the words of the, not circulatory, sorry, respiratory system, the organs present in the respiratory system. These are the organs that we'll be studying now. Now you have to find out these words here. I'm just giving you 1 minute time. Just think about the words where you can find, and then we'll come to you, and one by one you will answer. Just find out for 1 minute.
If you think your video is coming over the word search, you can minimize the video, you know, where everybody is there. Just minimize, just put one star
Should I
out there.
minimize?
Yeah, ma'am, you can also do that. You can just put one, and you can drag the video to the left side of the screen. I mean, everyone can do it individually, but we can also do it, yeah, as host.
Okay, now I think it is visible to everyone.
1 minute, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now are you ready with your answers?
Yes.
Okay, Amina, you tell me.
I found a diaphragm.
Diaphragm. Okay, where is it?
Um,
Okay, I gave you the answer only. Just a moment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, close your eyes. Yeah, don't see the screen. Amina, you should not see the solution. All right. Abdullah.
Gone now. I just next or previous arrow, it goes like that for me.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, correct. That is diaphragm. Okay,
एक
next.
ग्रीन लाइन आती है वहां पर.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
एक ग्रीन
I did
लाइन आती
bronchi.
है.
who has done bronchi? Farhana?
अरे आई ना, अब वहां पे अब आप अपना नाम, क्लास और डिवीजन
Just
टाइप.
a moment. Please mute yourself. One by one, I'm asking question. Okay, Munib? Yeah, you tell me now.
Ma'am,
समीरा को मैसेज आ गया लेकिन उसकी क्लास नहीं आई है.
sinuses, ma'am. The
Sinus-
first one.
Okay.
It is above diagram.
हाँ, अलीना का.
Diaphragm. Okay. Where is it? This one is sinuses, correct?
Yes.
You can annotate over here. Okay, Farhana?
Ma'am, I did the bronchi.
इकरा, आमिर,
Right,
हमजा,
okay,
ये
the true
इंटर
one.
आ
Can I
गया
say?
9B.
Ma'am, I don't have the option to do that, ma'am.
Okay, it's fine. Just mute yourself, Munib.
नाफिया सैयद.
Yes. Yes, Safia?
I did alveoli.
Alveoli. Yes. Where is it?
On top of bronchi.
Okay, yeah, sinuses.
ALVE.
Trachea, who has done trachea? Alveoli is correct.
And I did one more also, cilia. It's below there is one line of diaphragm, and then below that is cilia.
Okay.
Ma'am, I found
दूसरी आवाज से नहीं
Cilia,
सुनाई.
yes,
pharynx.
correct. Cilia is also
Pharynx.
correct.
जिन्होंने
Lungs, who has done suckling? What have you found?
Ma'am, I did lungs, ma'am.
You did lungs. Muazzam, Mudabbir?
Ma'am, I found
Larynx.
Larynx. Where is it? This one?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, correct. Pharynx, nobody has found pharynx. I think pharynx is left. And
I have found.
जिसने नाम नहीं डाला है वो
okay,
अनम्यूट
where
नहीं
is
रहे.
it? Mera, what have you
आपका
found?
नाम बोल डालिए.
Ma'am, it is beside trachea, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, pharynx is
Somebody
found.
did it.
Yeah.
आपके पास
Mera,
आपकी
what have you
textbooks है?
found? All over? I think all over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, all done. Very good. So all of you have found all the words. You can find it over here. Okay. So now, so these are the terms that we are going to learn about in respiratory system. Okay. So now moving on to the next slide. Respiratory system, you can see this is the respiratory system. The parts we'll be studying it later. Now, what is the function of respiratory system? Respiratory system means taking in oxygen and removing carbon dioxide from the body, and in this process producing energy also. Okay, this energy is supplied, this energy is present in all the cells to perform the energy, to perform the activities that are required to be done for our body. Okay, now what happens, this thing is clear to you, we did in circulatory system also. What happens in heart, the deoxygenated blood comes from superior and inferior vena cava to which place blood comes in circulatory system in heart. Which section the deoxygenated blood comes?
Right atrium.
Yes, it comes to right atrium. Now deoxygenated blood through pulmonary artery moves to the lungs. Okay, both the sides of lungs. And what did we study? At lungs, it drops carbon dioxide and picks up oxygen. So that means lungs has got something which has
Capillaries.
Yeah, capillaries are there actually, and then alveoli is also there. I will be explaining it to you in the next slides, but here you are taking in oxygen. This oxygen is taken by the circulatory system, and it means that is the blood present in the circulatory system, and it is then transported to where it is transported to. In heart, the oxygenated blood reaches at which portion? Which part of the heart?
Ma'am, left atrium.
Yeah, nobody remembers. The oxygenated blood comes to left atrium, right? why do I say the left side is red and the right side is blue? Because right side receives deoxygenated blood in heart and left side receives oxygenated blood from lungs, correct? So at lungs, oxygen comes into the blood and carbon dioxide moves out, and when we exhale, the carbon dioxide is removed from our body. Okay, so basically this is the combination of circulatory and respiratory system, how they work together. See, all body systems have to work together to make our body complete. Even if one system does not work properly, then you will face problems with the other body systems also, because all of them are related and they work together. Okay, now what happens, this is photosynthesis. Now all of you know what is photosynthesis. Can you tell Muazzam, what is photosynthesis? What do you understand by photosynthesis?
Ma'am, when the leaves make their own food with the help of sunlight.
And one more thing is required.
Water.
Water.
And
Carbon dioxide.
correct. So in presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide, plants make their own food. That is photosynthesis, correct? And what is a byproduct formed? Their food. And what is that food? Food is starch. Whatever vegetables we eat, that is plant only, and the plant contains starch in it. That starch is the food prepared by the plant. Only plant are the only living beings which prepare their own food. Okay, and we depend on plants for our food, correct? This is the thing. Now this starch is produced in plants, and when we eat food, this starch is broken down. Have you heard this? Starch is broken down in our body with the help of which system?
Digestive.
Yeah,
Digestive.
it is digestive system. Remember when we were learning digestive system, starch is broken down, protein is broken down, and fats are broken down, correct? Fatty acids are broken down into simpler form. So what is the simpler form of starch? Starch is broken down into glucose. Okay, so here you can see this is the formula of glucose, C6H12O6. And that time I told you that when in digestive system, the starch is or carbohydrate is broken down into glucose and it is absorbed in blood when it is in small intestine. Remember that? At small intestine, the digested part are absorbed in the blood. Okay, and when it is absorbed in the blood, then function of circulatory system comes. What does circulatory system do? It transports the nutrients, whatever the broken down simpler products are there, it transports it to each and every cell of the body. Understood this? The function of circulatory system here, the function of digestive system here. Okay, so now this glucose has reached to all parts of each and every cell of our body. Now at each cell, what happens? We are also inhaling. We have taken in food. Food is actually starch, which is broken down in digestive system. We also inhale, which is respiratory system. Through our breath, we inhale. What do we inhale? Oxygen. When this oxygen goes into lungs, from lungs, again circulatory system takes it to the whole part of the body, means each and every cell of the body. Understood this thing? So each and every cell has, see, circulatory system is our courier system. So it is transferring the things. It is not preparing on its own. Digestive system broke the starch into glucose. Glucose is taken down in, absorbed in blood, and the circulatory system transport it to each and every cell of the body, correct? When we breathe in oxygen, oxygen is again taken in by the circulatory system and it is again transported to all the cells of the body. Okay, now your cell, each and every cell has got glucose and oxygen. Okay, so the cell uses this oxygen and glucose, and this process is called as respiration, and it produces energy. Okay, so in the beginning of our class, I told you that we need energy to do anything, to grow, to do any work, to talk, To do any activity, you need energy. So where this energy is coming from? This is coming from respiration. Now, how we have done, how this respiration is taking place in our body, this I explained you just now. Once again, I'll tell. When we eat food, okay, when we eat food, food is, starch is there. Starch is broken down in through the digestive system. It is broken down and it is absorbed in the blood. In the blood, when it goes, the circulatory system takes it to each and every part of the cell. That means nutrients is going to each and every cell of our body. And when we take in oxygen, oxygen goes to lungs, and at lungs, you know, the deoxygenated blood coming from the heart drops carbon dioxide and take in oxygen. So this oxygen is again supplied to all cells of the body. So now each and every cell has got oxygen and glucose with it. So the reaction of glucose and oxygen give rise to carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and energy. This energy is useful for our body and it is utilized in doing work. So that is why I was telling you, whenever you do physical activity, you need more oxygen. You need more oxygen. So that is why breathing is increased, because consumption of oxygen with glucose only give rise to energy. Okay. So when you are doing extra work, you need more energy. For production of more energy, you need more oxygen. Understood? And for more oxygen, you need to breathe in faster. And this oxygen, how is it supplied? It is supplied through circulatory system. So your courier system has to work faster. So that means your heart has to pump faster so that it supplies oxygen to each and every cell of your body. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, Safia, I can see thumbs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so that means now you see that how these three systems are related over here. Now what happens to this carbon dioxide and water? These two things are not useful for our body. And even if the level of these gases, CO2 and H2O, if it increases, H2 is what? It is not, it is water vapor in the form of water vapor. It is also gaseous. Okay. Water vapor is gaseous. You know, three states of matter. You know that? Water, ice, and water vapor.
Water vapor.
Okay, or steam, you can say. So here, carbon dioxide and water vapor, these two things are not useful for our body. So if you keep carbon dioxide level high in your body, it becomes toxic. So you need to remove it from our body. And that is also done by exhalation process. When we exhale, then through exhalation, you know that carbon dioxide comes out.
Oh, ma'am, can I just use this for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. There is nothing to do with your respiration or photosynthesis right now. Ma'am, can you just stop the screen share?
Okay, just a moment.
This is nothing to do with, sorry, we just interrupt, you know, that's what I do, all the classes. I'm experimenting something for Curie. And I wanted the Mandelas to help me with it. All right, Mandelas, 1 minute. Let ma'am just stop the screen share. Then
I'm not finding it. Where is it?
don't worry. Okay,
I'll just see why this orientation has changed. Yeah, I got it.
Just no. I don't know. You're a science teacher. We are doing an experiment. I don't know if they can see. 1 minute. I'll show them. Okay. Right now, where is my camera? I have to get a new camera. Okay, this is what we are doing with Jumpy Juaria. Let's see what will happen. You know, what is in this bottle? There is some water and there's liquid. All right. What do you think will happen, Sakleen? Quickly, unmute and tell me.
I think so. It will, the foam will come up.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Amina, was going to happen?
It's going to explode.
Explode. I'm not doing this. Okay, let's try it. If it fails, it's called an experiment. All right. We are not worried about failure. All right, Jumpy, come on, start. Say hello to your elders. Okay. Okay, it should go more. Can you see that? Can you see happening? Oh my God. Okay, I was pressing it also to show you. So we are trying to do a volcano. You all have to help me how the volcano happens. Come on, Jumpy, try one more time. 1 minute. Come here. Yeah, and do it now so they can see it. Try, pull it. Okay, not bad, right? Not bad for the first time experiment. Yeah, Shruti ma'am, is it okay? Good enough for Curie? Chal jayega? Yeah, Curie should be okay, right? These Mandelas are very Muslim.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we can help you. Since Joeria has gone to make Muslim. Anything can connect with this respiratory system? Is this how something works like that? No, nothing to do with respiratory system.
Actually, this is carbon dioxide gas is there, so that is why.
Oh, look at that! Now look at that! Now look at it! It is finished. So that was what we did, and you all. This is very dangerous. Only Salman Khan and Jumpy Jueria can do it. So don't try it at home. Okay, right? All right. Thank you, Jueria. So our science classes are filled with all. Today, right has nothing to do. So she's just disturbing me. All right. I'm so sorry. I bothered all of you, ma'am. I've got a nice video. I thought I searched for a video. If you allow me, I'll search. It's a 3 minutes video with what you just shared. Photosynthesis and respiration. Can we play them?
Yeah, sure.
And there are some 2-3 questions. Maybe one of you can answer. All right,
Sir, I have not started with the actual part. We are just doing introduction. So I have planned to show them video on respiration in the next class.
Okay.
Because they won't be able to answer questions right now. It is just an introduction going on respiration.
Right. Okay. So I think we'll just play. This is a lovely TED talk. It's a 3 minutes video.
Yeah, sure.
If they don't answer, I'm happy. Like I'm the boss.
Okay.
Farhana, right? Let's try it out. Okay, we go here. Just give me a hand, thumbs up, if you can hear the sound.
Ever wonder where most of the food you eat every day comes from? Well, about 60% of the food you eat is carbohydrates. As you can probably tell from its name, carbohydrates contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. But where do these atoms originally come from, and how do they join together to make delicious foods like fruits and pasta? It actually all starts with the air you are exhaling at this very minute, specifically the carbon dioxide molecules. Plants are going to breathe in this very same carbon dioxide through pores in their skin called stomata. Plants drink in water from their roots to get the needed oxygen and hydrogen atoms and their electrons in order to build carbohydrates. What is that thing? Well, that's a special plant organelle inside the leaves of plants called a chloroplast. It's green because of a special light-absorbing pigment called chlorophyll. Each leaf has about 44,000 cells, and every cell can have anywhere between 20 to 100 chloroplasts. That's up to 4,400,000 chloroplasts. By now, you've probably guessed that we're talking about the...
Okay, all right. So here, the way the quiz is, you have to answer this question. Who do you go to? Can I go to Mudabbir? Mudabbir, can you read and answer?
Yes.
All right.
What organelle does the plant need to go through photosynthesis? What makes it green? Chloroplast.
Okay, anybody else with a different answer? Can I go to chloroplast and let's see if Mudabbir is right or not? Oh, cool. Right, 100 out of 100 they say. We've got 2 more minutes, all right? We're going ahead, ma'am. So we're continuing.
Talking about the process of photosynthesis, and you might be wondering when the sun is going to make its entrance. Let's go back to that original molecule of water. The plant has to split this molecule of water so that it can get electrons from it. But the plant can't pull that water apart by itself. It needs help from the high energy rays of the sun. So now that the chloroplast has all the building blocks, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and electrons, it can use them to go through the rest of the steps of photosynthesis to transform that original carbon dioxide gas into a simple carbohydrate called glucose, C6H12O6. That little glucose molecule then helps to build bigger and better carbohydrates like cellulose. Cellulose is a type of carbohydrate found in plants that our body cannot break down. We call it fiber, and we eat it in vegetables like lettuce, broccoli, and celery. Plants use cellulose to keep themselves strong. The plant could also turn that glucose into starch, a large molecule that stores energy for the plant. We love eating starch from plants like potatoes, corn, and rice. So you see, when we eat plants, we're actually benefiting from photosynthesis. The plant makes things like starch, which we eat and then break back down into glucose, the first form the plant made. Then, the mitochondria in our cells, powered by the oxygen we breathe, can turn glucose into pure energy molecules called ATP. ATP powers all work done by each and every one of your cells, things like communication, movement, and transport. But why do we have to turn that glucose into ATP? Well, think of it like this. You're excited to start your summer job at the local ice cream stand, But your boss has just told you that she is going to pay you in ice cream cones. What are you going to be able to do with those ice cream cones? Nothing, which is why you kindly ask to be paid in dollars. ATP is just like dollars. It is the currency that all cells of life use, while glucose is, well, kind of like ice cream. Even plants have mitochondria in their cells to break down the glucose they make into ATP.
Okay, all right. We've got a good one. Safia, here for you. Can you read and can you tell me? Safia, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Now,
Yeah.
which organelle breaks down the glucose for energy?
Just do in-pin, septipin and do quickly.
Nucleus?
Nucleus, all right. Let's try. What do you think, Farhana? Is that she right?
No.
No.
The first one.
Oh, it's not right. All right, so it's mitochondria. It's okay. I still wanted to check. All right, quickly. Now, we got 10 seconds of this video left. Farhana, what was the code that complicated carbon, hydrogen, oxygen? Quickly tell me. Ma'am showed that in the slide, isn't it? Farhana. Yeah. Farhana.
You have to take the
C6H12O6.
That is not Farhana's voice. That's Munib's voice. And mute yourself, Munib. Farhana, I can recognize. Okay. All right. Thank you. And tell me the three vegetables we saw, Mr. Muazzam.
Broccoli.
Anybody help Muazzam? Munib, now you can help him. He doesn't eat a lot of vegetable. Now we know that. Okay. Quickly help Muazzam. Now
what is the question?
Abdullah. Three vegetables.
There was something like celery something.
Celery. All right. Good, Munib. Celery.
Again, presenting it now.
Munib, please mute, please. Okay. Abdullah, one more vegetable. L. It starts with L.
Lettuce.
All right. Amina is good here. Vegetarian.
As you can see, humans and plants are intricately connected. The air we breathe out is used by plants to make the carbohydrates we enjoy so much. And in the process, they are releasing the very same oxygen molecules we need to breathe in order that our mitochondria can break down our delicious carbohydrate meal.
Great. Last question. Abdullah. Read it, please. Safia, mute.
We get the energy we need from the food that we eat. What is the process called that makes carbohydrate?
In-pin, septipin, in-pin out. Abdullah.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
Second one.
Is Abdullah right?
In plants, they have asked.
Let's check. It's okay.
That's photosynthesis.
Okay, Abdullah. And remember, the ones who give it wrong will always remember for life. That's how we do it. Okay, so that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much, Shruti ma'am. The last thing I'll do is I'll become Baba Ramdev for all of you. And we're going to do in and out, okay? We've taken oxygen and we're going to release carbon dioxide. Everybody with me, okay? And Shruti ma'am, you have to teach us, all right? If you do not know, if you're doing it the wrong way. How many seconds do you want to do it now? Come on, everybody. We're doing real respiration. Munib, Farhana, Abdullah, come on. You'll not die if you breathe for a little while. Okay, everybody, 10 seconds in and 10 seconds out. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Hold it.
Done?
That was 5 seconds only.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I almost did. I'm old now. Hey, even Farhana didn't do, ma'am. Even Humaira didn't do. Ahmad, I can't even see you, Mango.
They were doing it fine. In the beginning of the class, they did for a longer duration.
We'll do it again after your session. Ma'am, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Ahmad, we should see you at least when you breathe.
Ahmad, I didn't see it today. See him today. Is he there?
I'll put a CCTV camera in his house next time.
Yeah. Okay, so shall we start with the class now? Where is it? Share screen. Okay, we were on this slide. Now from the video also, now it is clear to you what happens What happens in photosynthesis? Mitochondria term was used in the video. Do you know what is mitochondria? See, I told you organelle means parts of a organ, organelle means parts of a cell. Okay, organs means parts of our body. So organelle, mitochondria is an organelle which is present in our cell. A cell has nuclear cell structure. If you remember, it has got nucleus, it has got mitochondria, it has got cell membrane. Okay, plants have got cell wall. So in all our cells, mitochondria is the point where this respiration, this energy production is taking place. That means this glucose combines with oxygen and gives this energy. Energy is ATP. That was the term used there, ATP, when you go to higher classes. That is adenosine triphosphate. The chemical name is adenosine triphosphate. But now, for now, you can say that energy is produced. Okay. So in each cell, where is this respiration taking place? It is taking place at mitochondria. Like photosynthesis, can anyone tell me where photosynthesis takes place in plants? What is the place of photosynthesis? It was also explained in
the leaves. In the leaves.
Leaves.
The leaves. Stomata is also correct, because stomata is present in the leaves only. So stomata is also part organelle of the cell. Okay. So where were we? Okay, so I explained you. Suckling, did you hear this? You were back because you got disconnected, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear this explanation part?
Yes.
Okay. So what I explained this, the circulatory system, the respiratory system, and the digestive system, they work together to provide energy. And in the meanwhile, through respiratory system, we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is not required by our body. Okay, and higher level of carbon dioxide is very toxic for our body. So that is why we need to replace it, and that is why you are not able to hold your breath for longer duration, because the urge to remove the carbon dioxide sends a trigger to our brain, and the brain triggers us to breathe faster, so that the supply of oxygen is fulfilled in our body. Okay, is it clear?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
There are some people who swim so long. How do they hold their breath, ma'am?
That is practice. See, that is why people practice this meditation and yoga and do all these things, pranayam, so that the breathing, this is the practicing of breathing techniques. So you can hold your breath for longer duration. People can, there is a record of holding breath for, I think, just search, do a research. Just now one person has made this record of holding his breath for maybe 19-20 minutes. So you can't imagine of doing that, right? So that people are doing it and can do, but mostly from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That is for a normal person, he can hold the breath. Understood? And further, it depends on your practice. How do you practice of holding breath? And then that is also fine. You can hold breath for longer duration, but don't do it. Okay, even unless you are well practiced of holding it. Understood? Because it is a dangerous activity. Okay, one more thing I wanted to tell you. For the next class, I want all of you to bring at least 2 or 4 balloons. All of you have balloons and 2 straws.
Yes.
So 2 straws and 4 balloons. Just
I don't have.
ready. Keep it ready for the next class. Okay, I'll write it in this Google Classroom. This reminder also I'll write.
And balloons
and 2 straws. Straw, you know how do you drink water through straw? So that go 2 straws and minimum 2, maximum 4 balloons. You keep ready for the class. Okay, next class will be on Monday. So just keep it ready. We'll have, because the main process of respiration we'll be studying in the next class. This was just an introduction, what respiration does, what is the function of respiration. Any doubt is there till here in this, especially this slide? Any doubt is there in this slide?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the reaction. Now you know this is the formula for glucose. This is C6H12O6. This is a chemical reaction which takes place in each cell to produce energy. So combines with oxygen, gives carbon dioxide, 6H2O. Why the 6 is there? Do you know this? Why 6, 6, 6? Why I have written, why this is written? 6, 6.
molecules.
It is molecules, but why do we need to write it in the reaction? Why can't
To balance the reaction.
Yes, to balance the chemical reaction. We always write chemical reaction in a balanced form. Okay, so here you can see six atoms of carbon is there in glucose molecule. So I need to have in the product also 6 carbon. So that is why if I write only CO2, it is not balanced. So I have to balance it, making it from reactant. I have to balance the number of atoms in the reactant should be equal to number of atoms in the product. Okay, so that is why we use it. So oxygen is provided by respiratory system. Glucose, you know, is provided by
digestive system.
And the supply is done by which system? The transport is done by which system?
Circulatory
system.
It is done by circulatory system. Okay, so this is the same reaction. You can see glucose and oxygen intake is taking place, and carbon
dioxide and water.
And water is waste, which is removed through exhalation. Okay, so that's all. That will be all for today's class. I'll just do these things in the next class. So for recap, we can see that respiratory system. What is respiratory system? What is the function of respiratory system?
Respiratory system is the organ system.
Organ system in which we take in what?
Carbon dioxide.
We take in carbon dioxide.
Taking oxygen.
And exhale carbon dioxide.
Correct. We are not plants. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. That is why plants are very important for us, because they provide us food, they provide us oxygen, and both these things are important for our life. Okay, so that is why you should always plant trees, and you should never cut trees. Okay, so the next.
But when there are too many trees, we have to cut.
No, you should try.
And the roots that are spoiled and the branches are spoiled, we have
then
to
if you don't cut, ma'am, the smell will come.
Okay, thank you for being activist.
That means the tree is dead. So
yeah.
You can cut.
Ma'am, I had a question.
Yes.
I heard someone saying that the plants in the day they release oxygen, but in the night they release the carbon dioxide.
During day they release what?
Oxygen.
Yes, during day they release oxygen. Why? Because in the presence of sunlight only they are making food, and that is why they release oxygen. Correct? And that is used, and that is why during night they release carbon dioxide, because sun is not there. They are not making food. And if you sleep, that is why you should not sleep under tree also, because carbon dioxide is not good for your health. And when you are inhaling, you should inhale mostly oxygen. You know, air consists of what amount of oxygen, what percentage of oxygen is there?
21%.
How much?
21%. 20%.
Yes. And how much is this thing? Carbon dioxide? It is very less.
Yes, 7% or something.
Something.
0.41.
Yes, it is 0.4%. So it is too less. So when you are taking in oxygen, when you are inhaling air, you are inhaling mostly oxygen. If you sleep under a tree during night, plants exhale carbon dioxide, and you will be taking in carbon dioxide. That can be dangerous. Okay, so that is why in a room also you burn something, and in a completely closed room without any ventilation, if you sleep, that is also very dangerous, because that way also carbon dioxide is produced in the room. When you are burning something, carbon dioxide is produced. Okay, so I think the time is over, so we'll just wrap up our class now. So our class today, we had only we just studied relationship of photosynthesis and respiration, and what is the function of respiration. Okay, yes.
In a closed room, how are we getting carbon dioxide?
In a closed room, if you burn a candle, or if you burn suppose a agarbatti also, if you are burning, and no ventilation is there in the room, if you're burning something, you know, carbon dioxide is produced. If you're burning something, oxygen is getting used and carbon dioxide is being produced, because for burning, the main important ingredient required is oxygen. So the room oxygen present in the room is getting utilized in burning of the candle or agarbatti, and the product produced is what? Carbon dioxide. And in a room full of carbon dioxide, if you sleep, then you are not getting oxygen. You are taking in carbon dioxide only.
But ma'am, what if you're not putting you're not burning any candle or anything?
Then that is fine. Still, some ventilation should be there. Then it is fine. But still, some ventilation should be there. Okay. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Thank you, everybody.
yeah, now we'll stop and see you in the maths class now.